Hey,
Hey, bud.
don't call me bud.
Okay.
You play the Capitals tonight, right?
Yeah.
You gonna bring it?
No.
Oh, come on, why?
Game doesn't matter.
Oh, but our game did?
No. No.
But you tried in our game.
Yeah, I mean, a little, I guess.
It's
because I hate you, yes.
Okay. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team. That is not a dub. What the heck was that? Nothing happened. The whole game, nothing happened. Nothing. The whole game. That was 3 hours of. The whole time. I don't even, what am I supposed to say about this? First of all, it sucked. From an entertainment value, it wasn't good. We have a questionable injury that I'm just waiting to hear about, which would be devastating to the team. It's not a good game. It's not a good effort. It's especially not a good effort. And I'm not overreacting. I'm not losing my mind. I'm not pissed off. I'm not concerned. None of that stuff. Right? If Carlo is injured, I'm concerned. But if he's not, and this was just a precautionary, you got banged up in the third period, we're not putting you back out there, dope. This game didn't matter to me. And it really doesn't matter, because really don't care about home ice all that much. Sue me. I don't care if we play Tampa or Toronto. I love that you guys shared kind of your feelings on that, but almost everybody was like, I would prefer this, but it's not the end of the world if we get the other one. I just don't. Who cares? Who cares? Either way, we get a first-round matchup with a good team. Not a great team. I think we can say that about both of them. Good teams, not great teams. I think you can say that about us. We're a good team. We're not a great team. We're a good team. This effort doesn't bother me exactly. We've talked ad nauseum about how kind of fluttering into the playoffs historically hasn't meant anything. And we've actually been pretty damn good on our way to the playoffs, winning 5 of 7, our last 7. And then, of course, we have the Senators tomorrow. The Capitals needed this one. They obviously wanted it more than us. And even then, they barely won 2. They deserved to have a higher score. Swayman played great. Goalies show up, man. Because goalies don't want their numbers to go down, obviously, but you don't really have a choice as a goalie. You want to win. Obviously, all the players want to win, but it's different with goalies. When they're getting past you, it's a different feeling, I would say. Jeez, what a mess. That was an awful, awful game. I don't have a lot of notes. This is going to be quick. Much like the Penguins, the Capitals yesterday, Saturday, the Capitals are now the team that if they win the last 2 games of their season, they get the spot. We just said that about the Penguins with their last 3 games. Like, if you win all of them, you're the second wild card. Well, if the Capitals win their next game, they're the second wild card. Done. Finito. Over. Detroit kept the pressure on by winning tonight. The Islanders locked up the third Metro by winning tonight. The Capitals need to win. That's what they need to do. We know that the Capitals are not good at special teams. Not that that mattered in this game. There was 1 call the whole game. Did there only deserve to be 1 call the whole game? No. Did the Bruins deserve to get called for way more shit than they did? Yes. Did they deserve a couple power plays in there? Sure, absolutely. But I'm certainly not looking at the refs being like, you didn't call anything and that cost us the game. No, a distinct lack of give a shit probably cost us this game. That's what I would say. Their special teams are middling, 17th and 18th power play penalty kill, 17th and 18th in the league. We know that their defense is fine. It's 18th in the league, which is, not good, but it's not bad. And we know that their offense is butt cheeks, which they showed again tonight, 28th in the league. But here's the thing. If you don't blow this team out, then you lose a 1-goal game. That's how they're in this position this season. Is their analytics are bad. Their league rankings are bad. Their roster certainly isn't good. But the 1-goal games, they win those ones, they get blown out in the others. It's a really weird mixture. Does anyone fear them in the playoffs? Probably not. But hey, it's the playoffs. Anything can happen. The Bruins, a win would lock up the top of the division. Loss means they get another shot tomorrow night. The lineup is as follows. Heinen, Zacha, Pasternak, they didn't do anything. Marchand, Cole, DeBrusque, they did less. Lauko, Geeky, Frederick, that wasn't great. Beecher, Boquist, Maroon. Beecher might not see another game. Lindholm, McAvoy, Wotherspoon, Carlo, Shattenkirk, Peak, Swayman. I did not see them say anything about Grizz being medically managed or out with an injury or anything like that. I think that's people getting their wish, which is Grizz not being in the lineup. And we wanted to see a different look. It is incredibly difficult to judge the defensive pairings because no one looked good. Everyone, including Peak, who we've really come to just be like, that's a stable presence. He turned it over in the slot like 4 separate times just for no reason. Shattenkirk couldn't hold on to the puck. McAvoy was atrocious in his own zone. Everyone looked bad. Everyone. This sounds really negative. I'm actually really not that concerned. I'm genuinely not. One thing before we get into the game, which is, again, going to be quick. Bracket challenge. Below is the link. Below that is the password into our challenge. Winner gets a New Jersey. Excellent. If I win, I buy myself a New Jersey. I'm sorry. That's Dem's the rules. So you guys better bring it. And I got to remind you that last year a Habs fan won. You should be embarrassed. Because I'm embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. I would love to get a ton of participants this year because last year it kept going up. We had a few hundred. So I'd love to get us past that. Let's talk about this game. Puck drops! Okay, so nothing really happened for a very long time. A very long time. 8 minutes left of the period. The Caps get set up in our zone. It's a simple low to high. Strome on the left wall is going to feed Carlson at the middle of the blue line. And he's going to unload a weird change-up puck. A knuckle puck, if you will. I swear, maybe I got this wrong. I swear Swayman sees this thing the whole way. No screen. There's players around him. I swear he sees it. I swear it doesn't get tipped. It just beats him from distance, and it wasn't like a missile. Just beats a blocker's side. The weirdest, I haven't seen Swayman give him a goal like that in a while. A very strange goal that I would classify as a softie until someone could give me more information on that shot. Either way, it's 1-0, Caps, midway through the first, and we currently have 2 shots on net. Don't worry, we would double that by the end of the period. 4 shots through the first. It's not the first time the Bruins have done that this season. That's all right. And look, the Capitals, for some reason, do that to us. I don't know, maybe we don't take them very seriously. But hey, there's still 40 minutes of hockey left. We're going to start playing hockey. Second period starts. This might be the first time this season, I literally have 0 notes on the period. 0. Not 3. 0. I'll give you a note for after the period. We were up to 8 shots. Averaging 4 shots a period. Tough to win a hockey game like that. I'll tell you what. That's not a great mix of effort and talent there with those results. Not good. But that's okay, because we still got 20 minutes of hockey, and we're only down a goal. Swayman has looked awesome through the second period, and he's been forced to, so he's been really good. I feel like I'm glossing over that fact, and I shouldn't. But the third period's going to start, and we're down by a goal. The Bruins have escaped this they only have to play 20 minutes of hockey, and they can still win this game. Do they deserve to win this game? No. But they get their chance to. And they don't want it. They're not interested in it. 6-12 in, Shattenkirk is going to go for tripping. We're going to go the penalty kill. That will be the only call of the whole game. We kill it. I think the refs also were like, can we just move this along? Like, if this turns into a real game, like, we'll do something. A 1-goal game, by the way. But if it turns into a real game where both teams are trying, maybe we'll do our jobs too. Midway through the third, Carlo is no longer on the bench. I don't know what caused it. There wasn't a fight. There were a couple different collisions, but I do not know what caused this. The Carlo injury would be massive. I don't think I have to over-explain that at all. I know there's people who don't love Carlo, but think about who you're replacing him with and have fun with that. There's still no update on Twitter. I don't know what's going on. I'm really excited to see what the hell happens there. The game is going to end with Marchand getting stripped of the puck by Dowd, who just blows it into the empty net. It's 2-0. Game over. 12 seconds left on that. Good for them. Who cares? Game notes. Swayman looked great. That's a positive. We can take a positive out of this. A negative. Marchand's puck handling has been a problem for a while. He's like, it's not like he's not scoring any points. He's certainly not a point per game guy anymore, but it's not that he's like an abysmal player. Defensively, he's still there. He's still a strong winger on this team. Our best left winger. I think you can say that pretty easily. Problem being is right now he is overhandling the puck so much every game. And I don't want this to be about this game because it's really not. Many people have pointed this out at this point. He's really struggling with that. I don't know if he has a hand injury or what, but man, is it a tough thing to watch because the Coyle line, whether it be DeBrusk on that line or Geeky or whoever is filling in there, but Marchand, Coyle, whoever, they can't seem to get anything going. And Coyle can't play his keep away game because every time he tries to do a give and go with Marchand overhandles and loses it. He doesn't really get to set up for anything. That line can't set up with anything because you're not going to have Geeky or DeBrusk being the primary handler. You'd like Coyle to play that role, but Coyle still has a defensive role to play responsibly. Marchand's got to be your distributor. He's got to be your main guy for that. And right now he's struggling with that job. And so hopefully it gets turned on a little bit for the playoffs, but it kind of eliminates that line from competing with other top lines and being effective right now, which is obviously concerning. So we'll see if that turns around, but something I have my eyes on. A positive, but also a negative, is the defensive pairings, like I mentioned, really hard to clear up right now. I'd like to see Wotherspoon Carlo again and see if that works and if you're okay keeping Grizz out of the lineup. But obviously, not sure if Carlo's going to even play in next game. So there's a little bit of work to be done there. The last game note's a bit negative. Beecher's really kind of pushing himself out of the lineup at this point. He's still responsible defensively and still winning faceoffs, but he is such an unbelievable black hole offensively. And he had one of the best scoring chances of the game and ended up just sliding it right into the pads. But he's so bad as soon as he crosses into the offensive zone. Or, obviously, once out of every 3 weeks, he goes Bardowski, Sniperoonie, cheese. Unbelievable shot from the middle dots. You can't do that once every 3 weeks and be in the lineup every night if you can't do anything else. So, it's been a tough go for Beecher. I'm taking him out of the lineup over Lauko right now, which is insane to say. I would love to replace both of them with Brazeau and a JVR that could actually keep up, but I don't really want to put JVR back in. Is he an upgrade over Beecher? I don't know. You might end up with Beecher if Brazeau and JVR are the only... If Brazeau is still injured and JVR is the only other option, because JVR certainly hasn't been better. It's just a tough go when you've got a guy that just really doesn't look like he belongs in the lineup right now. It sucks, but that's kind of what I'm seeing from him at this point. The team's not maybe as deep as we like to think sometimes. That fourth line really doesn't have a ton to work with most nights. Although Boquist, I think he's cruising along just fine. And Maroon has actually looked pretty solid in my book. I'm wondering what you guys' take on that is. But that's the whole game, man. I don't have much more to say about it. Love you guys. We're wrapping up another season, which is crazy to me. I can't actually wrap my head around that. Holy crap. It's game 81, man. Game 82 is tomorrow. We're getting close to the season where there's not hockey. Well, that's depressing. Let's not think about that. Go Bees. Go Bees! And once again, it's time to give shout-outs to those who are keeping the lights on for this channel. We gotta shout out our top line tier to start. Let's start with Erica Pulley, Colin Nolan, The Bugman, Brock Nope, Hans Slomo, Coach D, The Atomic Lizard, Bradley Johnson, Aaron Adams, Just Aaron, Darren Woodbury, Brett Arney, Pinsent, and Nick Zatrullo. You guys and gals are absolute studs. But we can't mention the studs without mentioning the Stallions, our all-star tier, high-quality inspectors, John Kirk, Jacob Pratt, Heil E. Coyote, Adam Ella, Bruin Smash, Joel, Abraxion, DeKingery, The Only Newts, A Tasty Snack, Doots42, and Jeremy. I can't say thank you enough. I appreciate all the support. You're absolute legends, stallions, whatever great adjective we can work in here. Thank you, everyone, from the depths of my heart. And go Bees!